Round 2 of the Pokemon Metronome tournament is about to begin. We are not doing a Coliseum battle, that is the wrong button. Starting us off, we are going to Courtyard Coliseum. I randomized it that way. Stargazer Coliseum is possible to be randomized now, but it wasn't selected. The random selection gave us Courtyard Coliseum. We're starting off with Random, who won last time out. So let's see if they can win again. Their opponent in Group A is someone who lost last time out. 3-0 actually, so they're looking for some definite redemption. And that is Green. Can Random give themselves another win for a really high chance at making it through the group as one of the best two, which is very likely once you have 2 wins. Not certain, but very likely anyway. And at the same time, Green is very likely out if they lose again, but once again, not certain. Things are still possible. Specs and Tree, the final 2 Pokemon on Green's team, all they're really asking is just don't use Ice Ball on us, because yeah, that was sad. That was sad. All right, timer is going. Courtyard Coliseum, Random, who's analyzed Green, and Green just says no cutting this grass. Nest Ball and Safari Ball teams. Let's go! Dragonite and was it Yanma? Versus Blossom and Yanmega. So it's not the same Pokemon against each other, but it's similar nonetheless. And they might just be attacking each other. Let's see. Watch, let's say Yanma use, let's say Gust, and then Yanmega comes in with like Air Slash, or moves that are like stronger versions, evolutions of each other. Mega Yanmega. It's actually called Mega Yanma in Japan, so if Yanmega would have had a Mega Evolution, we'd call it Mega Yanmega, and it would be called Mega Yanma in Japan. Wait, did Yanma just go first? Does Yanma have a higher base speed than Yanmega? Or is it a speed tie? I can't look this up, so if any of you in the chat want to do that for me, then that'd be great. Sweet Kiss on the Blossom. I know there was a Sweet Kiss, I think turn 1 or turn 2 last time on Green as well. From Mesprit. I think it was also on Hula Girl. I actually made Mesprit using Sweet Kiss the thumbnail for that video. Yanma base speed is 95. Ooh, a 5-hit from Pin Missile. That wasn't Skill Link. Especially because who got a skill sub? I think it was Yanmega on Dragoon. So then it's Inner Focus or Multi-Skill? I don't remember the exact abilities they had on these Pokemon. Oh, it was Tinted Lens on Buzzer, but Skill Swap swapped it. So now Tinted Lens on Dragoon. So not very effective moves are normal effective anyway. Or at least deal twice as damage. So if it's a 4-time resist move, it's not. And then the Inner Focus from Dragonite is now in Yanmega. Okay, they both have a speed of 95, and this basically confirms it, because they both don't have speed boost. I thought that speed boost would be nice, because outspeeding Pokemon means you move first. It can be useful, but I thought that both Tinted Lens and Compound Eyes might be more useful. Beat Up. Not that strong of a move, but with 6 Pokemon still in the party, that can deal some decent damage. See what Dragoon can do now with that Tinted Lens ability. Conversion 2. Changing their type to something that resists one of the opponent's moves. And the last time it was hit was by Return, and Steel definitely resists. And there comes the Transform. We saw Transform last time from Green's opponent, now Green doing it itself. Now what I'm wondering is... I'm actually wondering about 2 things. Dragonite's ability was Tinted Lens because of Yanmega using Skill Swap. Does Blossom now have tinted lens as well. And Dragonite just turned itself into a Steel type. Is that Blossom now also a Steel type Dragonite? How does that work with Transform? We might be able to find it out here. Alright, Fire Breath the Yanma. Sleep Powder. Making sure its evolution Yanmega doesn't get to move. Dragonite. So now we know we have two speed ties on the field. Yanmega and Yanmega having the same base speed at 95. Dragonite and Dragonite are both Dragonite, so that's the thing. Earth Power! I was gonna say that doesn't affect it, but I totally forgot for a second it was a Steel type. So yeah, that absolutely is super effective on something that normally fully resists it. That didn't really work out for the actual Dragonite. Yanmega stays asleep, so Fire Breath happy with that. Here comes a Brick Break. Let's see the effectiveness. It's super effective. It took the Steel type. Oh, that Steel type's not working out for either of them. Dragon Rush. Okay, it's not Stab because it's not a Dragon, but still, it's a Dragon Rush and a Yanma. Oh, that was a critical hit as well. That is Yanma down. And the first KO is on random side. Time for Dragonite, who uses Double Kick on no, that's not the Steel type, but at least they're not hitting into ghosts because I don't think there's any ghosts around. Time for random's third Pokemon. Here is Cleaner. Cleaner the Dustox. Also, Sourduck, please do be aware that the language I allow in my stream is less than what you might be used from other streams. Let's say Crit Stream, for example. So please do watch out with that. Like basically no bad words, unless I let's say play something like Jabbox or Use Your Words. Then I'll allow some things. Or if I'm playing Pokemon Clover, because there's some bad things in there, but otherwise, basically none. Sorry, that's a Steel type now. Smoke doesn't work on it. Steel Wing, and does actually stab. The other Dragonfly goes down as well. Also, why do I remember Metronome picking a random attack out of your party? No, Sourduck, that is the move Assist. Metronome is one move out of everything that exists. Assist is a random move that exists on your team. In the anime, Maze Skitty had that move. Alright, Green has a KO on their side as well, so Shaman comes out. Both Dragonites are still out, but the fake Dragonite used agility earlier, so that one will move first. Pokemon nerd. I'll take that as a compliment because I love Pokemon. I've actually been called a Pokemon professor before. Oh yeah, the power points ran out because if you transform you only have 5 power points, but there's a Leopard Berry on everything. We've seen transform a decent amount of times actually. Like I'll never know everything about Pokemon, but I know a lot about Pokemon and I want to learn more things. Ooh, Grudge, that is dangerous if Dragonite's taken out now during this turn. Or before it attacks again. I'm not exactly sure on the details of Grudge, because it isn't often seen. I think before it uses its next move, or attempts to use the next move, if it's KO'd, then the Pokemon that KO'd it loses all power points, at least on the move that took it out. But I guess, what if Metronome becomes, let's say, Fire Blast, the Fire Blast takes something out? You can't reduce the power points on Fire Blast. Or is it just every move? I'm not exactly sure on the details of Grudge, but let's say I reduce the things on Metronome, and Girl here has already eaten the Leopard Berry. We're gonna have to find out how Grudge works now. Metronome lost the PP due to the Grudge! And the Leopard Berry was eaten. Yep, the Leopard Berry was eaten on the previous turn. So Fake Dragonite's gonna struggle. Gracidia takes Shield Dust from Cleaner. Tries to Grudge as well. That's interesting. That way, if you're KO'd, at least you get to do something back. Not Flail, Struggle. Flail is an actual move. It's Struggle. If you run out of power points, you get the move Struggle, which is a typeless physical move at 50 base power. So slightly stronger than Tackle. But it can't be super effective, can't be resisted either. And in this generation of games, because the recoil from Struggle is different depending on the game, the generation you're in this game, a Pokemon takes 25% off its max HP as recoil damage every time you use a Struggle, no matter the damage Struggle deals. Now that Fake Dragonite has between half of its max HP and 3/4, so assuming it doesn't get hit by anything else, it does still get 3 attacks of Struggle. So it is currently the lead for Green, but they know that their Dragonite's on a time limit. Unless someone uses Fling or like Switcheroo to give Dragonite a new Leopard Berry to eat, it's gonna keep struggling. So if Random had a choice, they would totally target Shaman because that Dragonite would just take itself out. Dustox was double targeted, so that Grudge on Dustox may have mattered, but it had too much HP to really matter. Psycho Cut had to remember again, Dragonite's a Steel type. That's why it wasn't very effective. I was expecting it to be normal. Baby Mario here, Poison Sting. What do you, everyone? Why do you think? Why do you think that Pokemon is called Baby Mario? Does anyone in the current live chat know? Or I guess when this hits YouTube, people in the YouTube comments, let me know, because I'll reveal a bit later in the match. But why do you think this nose pass is called Baby Mario? I'm pretty sure I know why they chose it. It's not just the nose. Nope, not loud noises. Oh, you know? Alright. What is it then? Why is it called Baby Mario? We talk about Baby Mario. Baby Mario using Stun Spore from its nose. Bing, 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 bing! You got it! It's regarding its evolution, Probopass. The nose plus the mustache, like the iron mustache that Probopass has, looks quite a lot like Super Mario. It's a bit different, I know, but to me it looks quite a lot like Super Mario. So, nose pass, without the mustache, Baby Mario. Now this Baby Mario is female, but it's still Baby Mario. Hula Girl was paralyzed, but that's not going to do much. If anything, that might be bad, because Hula Girl, even with agility up, might now be a target of a move, before it just struggles itself down. I am still proud that I completed both Pokédex and Pokemon Sword, Galar, and Isle of Armor. Well done. I haven't completed either of them, although I'm pretty close on the standard one. Isle of Armor, I still have a lot to go. Toxic on the Shaman. Toxic is a strong move here in the Metronome battles, considering we're not allowed to switch. Baby Mario with Scary Face. I was gonna say it misses, but no, it's missed. Struggle takes out the Dustox, so even though the Grudge did affect the Dragonite, and it was forced to struggle, it is still, as I said, a physical, typeless, 50 power move. So, and Dragonite has good physical attack, so it was able to deal some decent damage. against that Dustox multiple times, taking the Dustox out with it. So green, even though they lost their Dragonite, is still leading 4-3, although they do now have a badly poisoned Gracidea. Green sends out Bell, and we're all blessed by Lord Helix!
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this.
Let's see, if you need it, I will gladly help you complete it, like trade, evolutions, Pokemon. Thank you very much. I'll probably just... I want to try as much on by myself as I can, but thanks for the offer. I'll try and remember it in case I do want to trade eventually. Got all toxic about that, yeah. Alright, let's see what Lord Helix can do. I seem to remember last time out, I kept saying, hit it with a grass move, hit it with a grass move. It was never hit by a grass move. Pick up Dragon Pulse from Gracidea. That's a strong one on Lord Helix. About half of the HP done immediately. Let's see if they're going to target the Bronzong. Yes, they are. Just double hit, which especially on a Steel type isn't going to do much. But it's something, and that Shaman will... Well, it won't take itself out like the Dragonite will struggle. But it will eventually go down to Toxic, so... If random had the choice, it's probably best to target the Bronzong. Magic Code is interesting, so that if now something like Toxic or Thunder Wave is shot at the Bronzong, it's actually reflected back at the attacker. Power Swap. I keep like Power Swap, Power Split. Need to keep remembering how that works. All changes to attack and special attack on our saw, because we saw a Guard Swap I think twice or 3 times during round 1. I don't think either of them had attack or special attack changes, so then Power Swap just didn't really do too much. So the only major move I'd say was a Dragon Pulse from Shaman. Gracidea, Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter in this generation is still 10 power, I believe. Yeah, because I remember in the Pokemon Infinite Fusion stream I did yesterday, I checked in Infinite Fusion it was 20 power, and I checked it was 20 power in just Gen 5. Before that was 10, after that was 40. So to get a more powerful Fury Cutter, I'm not even sure if it would count if you call it via Metronome. Would the next Fury Cutter be doubled then again, if you call it twice in a row? I'd have to wonder. I think it would be fine, but with such a low chance of even calling the move again, likely won't be shown that much. Yeah, there's a lot of information. There's a lot for me to talk about, because I don't really have to think about strategies. I don't have to think of what might he do. What do I have to keep in mind for the rest of the challenges? All I have to do is just click attack and click Metronome and potentially click a button to send in a Pokemon. And unfortunately, as I said that, Lord Helix has been defeated. Rip Lord Helix. Bell with Mega Horn. Things are looking good for green. They might have lost 3-0 last time out. But it's a 4-2 lead right now. Revenge. Double power from those pass. Actually, is it double power? Because they weren't hit by the target of the Revenge. But they were hit. Not quite sure on that one. Gracidea will, I believe, be taken out on the next turn. So if Gracidea gets U-turn, or they get Roared or Whirlwinded out, they'd love that, because then they can attack a bit more. Final 2 Pokemon random side, though, it's not looking too good for him. Being the 4-2 score. Nosepass and Magneton have to do it for them. Against a Pokemon that just has really good defenses in Bell, and with its typing, especially due to its Steel typing, has a lot of resistances. I do think that Ghost, with its 2 full resistances, is very useful. We've seen that in the last 2 matches in round 1. There's quite a lot of Ghosts there, and a lot of normal moves and occasional fighting moves being used against them. Immunities can definitely be useful there. And Steel just has a lot of resistances, making moves do less. Okay, Magneton just wants to have a KO on its name for the statistics. Toxic didn't take out the Shaman. Now, why the Magneton called Advance? I don't know. Like some of the names might be references, some of them are not. Like Bell on the other team, Bell is a bell because it's a bell, and Yanmega's a buzzer because it buzzes. The mist wore off, but no Spaz was taken down. That's 3 against 1. This is gonna be difficult for Random. They can advance into Magneton in this gen. Magneton, that's 3 Magnemites. In a sense, but actually, another fun Pokemon statistic. I don't remember the exact weight of Magnemite and Magneton, but Magnemite, I seem to remember this was like 10 pounds in terms of what he weighs. I normally use kilograms, but I remember watching this in a recent video. I think it was like 10 pounds for Magnemite. So you think Magneton is basically 3 Magnemites being stuck together. So if one Magnemite is 10 pounds, then the Magneton should be 30 pounds, right? No, Magneton is 100 pounds. Because why not? Meanwhile, here is Flygon, who may not get an Ice Ball against this time, but Ice Ball may be what they want over here on Random side, because there's only Advance remaining. And then they'd want to probably hit Flygon first, then keep hitting into that slot for the Torterra, and then find out something for Bell later on. Yeah, they're 10 times, even though there should be 3 times the weight. Magnemite 6 kilos. These are basically 3 Magnemites. It should be 18 kilos. But it's 60. Aqua Ring. You know what? That's a good move. To win, they need to take a 3 Pokemon anyway. They need to be around a long time anyway. So then that healing might be really useful. Oh, that's a critical hit! Aqua Ring is not useful at all. In some sprites they are together. It's sort of the magnetism that keeps them together a bit, but they can move individually. I don't think they can go that far apart in terms of lore. I'm not 100% sure, but well, Magneton's done. A 3-0 loss for Green in round 1. And I take it back with a 3-0 win against Random in round 2. And that was 20 minutes, 58 seconds. So on the shorter side of the matches.